what we need to understand is that in building effective societies, we need institutions to be very inclusive, and you need a style of or a system of democracy to be participatory rather than the other way around. To some extent, yes, we have certain institutions trying. In fact, all this while that we've been engaging government institutions, it was quite recent that I had one particular head of a government institution, I've forgotten that particular institution. They had a letter delivered to our office. Usually, sometimes you even send emails and you don't get responses. When you can get response for your email. Now, other institutions are independent, except that we have over-concentration of power vested in the executive arm of government. So first, again, I'll refer you back to the report. If you look at the report, we have 5 various indicators that we use. And you see the score allocated to each of the institutions and why those pitfalls. You'll also be able to deduce the weaknesses and the strengths of these institutions. So basically, that's what I would say. I would say, it's different institutions and their mandates as to how they go about their activities. It's also a different destiny altogether, their approach. It's just like you having a national team. National teams. Okay, they are all parts of the bigger national team. Some perform better than the others. They are contributing factors. Sometimes even the governance structure of these national teams can even determine the performance of these, the various national teams. So yes, there are varying factors as to why these institutions have varying. Well, one of the things that I think we are struggling as a country, 2 things: intellectual humility, and also not appreciating the fact that democracy is government by discussion. Okay. So we tend to lose out on this. And anybody who come up with anything that is, data-driven and doesn't put government in the limelight or doesn't praise government, then that person is being tagged as anti-government. When in actual sense, it's not supposed to be so. Countries that have thrived, it has been the battle of ideas. So we want this to be a starting point, as revealed earlier. The Fraser Institute gave us the first step. The Index of Economic Freedom is localizing what Fraser Institute puts out there, because it would be so unfair to just pick what has been done elsewhere and just bring it here and say that, look, we are imposing this. No, we decided to localize it and make sure that everything that we are doing is contextual. We are hoping that it sparks a certain level of conversation, first, on coming up with policies that are backed by data. And not necessarily political actors always sitting on radio stations and TV stations telling us what to do, and not necessarily having fact finding before coming up with these recommendations.